Welcome back to the channel. I'm Rochelle. This is Brampton Gardener, and in today's video I have absolutely no idea what we're going to actually do. Let me just walk you through what's going on right now. This is May 20th, and I have not really planted anything out except for my cold hardy stuff because we had a really cold night last night, and it had been predicted for the past 2 weeks. Even though we've had nights like in the 50s and 60s for 2 weeks, and I've been leaving my stuff out. Last night we got down to 3 degrees Celsius, which is 37.5 degrees Fahrenheit, and it was cold, and I had to shove everything back into the greenhouse, and looks like we're not going to be warming back up. We're going to be around 45 for the next week at night, and then up into the 50s after that. So it looks like I got another week before I'm planting out like my tomatoes and peppers and herbs and stuff like that. But I think I could get some of the flowers out, maybe do some of my planters. I don't know. That means a whole nother week with this beast still taking up prime real estate where I need to be planting. But I'm going to see what I can maybe get done today. We might just stick to some weeding. So I got a lot of stuff coming up in here. I have no idea what all these little seedlings are in here, and I don't really need them all there. So my dill's doing really good. I had some parsley. Any of the morning glories are coming out now. I don't need them growing yet. Over here, what do we have coming up? Some of my irises, I thought they were dead last year, but they are coming up. Hopefully we'll get some blooms. Columbine's doing good. Sweet Williams are going to be blooming soon. I really have to dig this burdock out because it does not get to live here. The yarrow is going nuts. I'm not going to start any more yarrow from seed probably ever again because it reseeds so well. Straw flower and the, what was the other, status are doing good. I transplanted some echinacea up there. We'll see if it does anything or not. But look at my beautiful lilac. So let's go a little closer. And look, she's just starting to open up. Not pretty. I wish you could smell it. It smells so good. So this is a dwarf Korean lilac, and she'll still get pretty big, but I will prune her back after she's done. So lilacs bloom on old wood, so you really want to prune your lilac back within like 2 weeks of it blooming in order to get another flush of flowers. This one is kind of a bloomerang. I usually get another set of flowers late summer. Over here, my sweet woodruff is doing really well. My Solomon seal, which is one of my favorite shade plants because it gives you a lot of nice height. And then you got the green and white. It's really pretty. Hostas. And the feverfew came back, so I won't have to be starting that anymore. We got some lupins. Everything else in here is pretty much just the ground cover. A few lupins coming in, so that's pretty much open for planting. My rhubarb, which is behind my compost pile. Rhubarb is doing really good. So yeah, I think we'll be harvesting that pretty soon. Oh yeah, baby, look at the size of those. That's awesome. Coming over here, we have, looks like we got a lot of nightshade. Already coming up. Is that what that is? Looks like it. Hollyhocks. Train. Hey. Yeah, what are you barking at? And here we are at the top of the hill. I'm happy to say that my Woodgillia survived. We've transplanted it, and it was not happy. And it didn't bloom at all last year, I don't think. And so maybe a little tiny bit. I just pruned it down. I was like, nope, if you're not going to behave, I'm just going to prune you down. And it seems like it got the message, right, Dax? Right? Look at this. Isn't that pretty? You smell it? Seabird. Oh, don't climb me. You're going to try to climb me to get up to the bird? I don't think so. You're going to knock me down the hill. Yeah. What do you think, Dex? Smell it? Does it smell good? Does it smell nice? Yeah? You like smelling the flowers? A pesky robin. Are you keeping a good eye on the house? I see Daisy and Duke. Alright, so coming this way, I've got more of, hopefully that's the pink echinacea that I started. This could be goldenrod. I'm thinking that's my Shasta daisy. My hyssop is doing fantastic. So I'm excited about that. And my bergamot, I had been looking for this and I just just saw it now. It's been kind of hiding underneath the ground cover, so that's going to take off and do really well again. So maybe I'm just going to kind of clean this stuff up, get rid of some of the stuff that's self-seeding that I don't want. The lilies are doing okay. I've had to come out and kill a ton of lily beetles already. The yarrow is going banana. So we will not be starting any more yarrow seeds. I'm learning that this between last year and this year, they just take over. And I can just dig out what I don't want. I've already transplanted some. So another hyssop, more Shasta daisies, and then echinaceas here. And I'm wondering, so these were my giant tamarillos. These were enormous. So I'm wondering if they self-seeded at all. That'd be kind of interesting. So I'll have to keep an eye out for those seedlings as well. I'm not seeing much in the way of my Alyssum. There's a few here. When I put out all those seeds, there's a few. I don't know how it's going to affect my border. Hi, buddy. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Because the Alyssum I started in those little pots, it was doing really good, and then some. Am I disturbing your nappy? Yeah. Always on alert, even when you're relaxing. Nothing gets past this guy in the garden, right? Oh, that robin tried to land. How dare he? How dare he? Yeah. Okay, so California poppies. And this is why I'm always warning people, if you're starting poppies from seed and throwing seed outside, make sure you don't accidentally weed it out, because it looks like an ugly weed. But they have the most beautiful flowers. Speaking of the most beautiful flowers, peonies. They're going to put on a fantastic show this year. And where are my other poppies? So those are the California poppies, and then these little seedlings here, these are all the other poppies. So you see how it would be easy just to accidentally weed these out. Now I don't want them along my garden bed, so I might be doing that today. Maybe I'll come and try to clean up the edging. Is that a good project for today, Dex? Clean up the edging, so any of the poppies and stuff I want to get transplanted, I can transplant, and then get this cleared up and try to get some Alyssum here, right? How come you're so cute? How come you're so cute? Yeah. All right, so I don't know what I'm going to do with the camera. I might take you along with me. I might not. Depends on how much I jump around. It's just too hard to set it up, but I will show you what we get done, right, Dex? Right? Are you excited for a garden day? Are you excited for a garden day? Garden day. Yeah? Get our iced tea. Ready to go. Get our gloves. Get the yoga mat so you can sit with me. Get some bins to put all the seedlings we're going to save in. Yeah? You ready? You ready? Let's go. All right, so we have made some pretty good progress. I'm going to take a quick break, and then we're going to start doing the same thing going down that side. And as I go, I'm doing some pruning. I'm digging out stuff I don't need, and loosening up the soil a bit. It was really hard packed. So that's going to help loosen it up and help my seedlings take root. I pruned back a big chunk of the hosta because it'll just take over. And yeah, it looks so good. Don't pay attention to this section. But wow, what a difference that makes. It took quite a while. It's awkward. It's slow going because I'm kind of having to do it like I have to lay on my side basically for a lot of it because it's on such a steep hill. But it looks really good. This side I do see, I think there's some calendula, and there is some Alyssum here. So I'm going to try and transplant some of that, and I'm going to try and get the burdock out. But yeah, making really good progress. While one of us was working hard, here I am up here digging around, and I look around, and this is what my assistant has decided to do. What happened to my assistant? Is gardening hard work? Are you sunbathing? In a pile of soil? Is it warm? You're a silly boy. It might not look that much different, but I got so much done today. I'm so excited. Oh, I'm going to be sore tomorrow. So as you can see, I did manage to clean up all of my borders all the way around. I gave a nice space. Any of the seedlings that were like calendula or poppies or things that I want to keep, I put into a bucket with some water. I did divide my hosta a bit, got a few chunks off of that, dug out just all of a ton of just seedlings that were just random in there, gone. And then I did do some planting. So I had found just enough of the Alyssum to put every like 6 to 8 inches all the way up on all of 3 sides. So that's good news. But I do have the other trays that I had started, but they kind of got disturbed by some animals. So if any of those seedlings survive, I'll be just kind of interspersing them in here. Do I sound cold? I'm freezing. It's only like 50 degrees, but I don't know. I'm freezing for some all of a sudden. Okay, so here, cosmos. I planted those today. I planted in some balsam. I planted the rose mallow. I planted in some 3 petunias here, 2 balsam there, and then 2 of the climbing petunias, 1 cosmo there. 3 petunias here, 2 petunias there, and then all the rest of the cosmos are back in there. So it took me pretty much all day to do this, but it looks so much better. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and we will see you in the next video.